In this video guide, I want to show you how you can use tools in Blender to create symmetry or to mirror, so to symmetrize or create specular objects and with modeling and also with sculpting. So I'm going to start from the beginning. And if you find problems in following, you can check the basic Blender video course. So I'm gonna delete the cube here. I'm gonna add another object that is better for testing symmetry, which is a cone. So I'm going to go to Add Mesh Cone. And with this one here, I will rotate it 90 degrees. You can choose the direction. So if I want to rotate it quickly, I hold Control of the keyboard and rotate it 90 degrees like this. And now I can move it whatever I want. I can also move it here, doesn't matter. Now, what doesn't matter is the origin point, which is this little orange dot right here. So I need to move that. But before we do that, let's check the first mirror tool, which is right here on the modifiers. So if you go here to modifiers, add modifier, we can add directly the mirror modifier. So what this one here is going to do is going to create a specular copy. So mirrors objects, which is going to be identical to this one here. Now it's not yet visible. Let's change this from the axis of the mirror from X to Z. And now you can see the copy right there. We can also switch this off. It's not necessary. So you can use also a mirror object if you want. And we can also change the way this is going to be specular. And where is the symmetry axis? You can see now it's right here where the orange dot is. So if we change the position of the origin, we will affect the type of symmetry. So to do that, let's go up here to the options and let's turn on origins. So I can now move these right here. And you can either create a copy that is separated from the original, or you can merge them together. So to merge them together, we need to go back here on the properties of the modifier, and we need to activate merge. And to merge, we need to have a high value here. Well, this is a threshold, and it's the distance between the various points, which are right here. So if we switch the wireframe on like this, we can see that the nearest points are these ones. So I need to increase this value and the radius of influence. So if I increase this, when it's gonna be higher than the distance between these two faces right here in the middle, it's gonna merge. So let's increase, and there you go. Now don't increase it too much, otherwise it's gonna probably create some problems. So just increase it when the two stick together and merge like this. So now we have a solid. We have an object that is not separated. It's just one single solid. Now, how can we use mirror? Now, mirror is good for any object that it's essentially a symmetrical object. So you can continue to work with this. So if I go from object mode to edit mode and select, for example, this point right here, and let's move it. So you can see that it's gonna affect also the other side. So basically, I just need to work on one side. I don't need to care about the other because it's just gonna follow what happens in the other. So I also can turn on the proportional editing here. You can see everything I do here is also gonna be replicated and copy and pasted in the other side. But I'm only working on one model, on one side, which is this one. Now, I can also do, for example, extrusion or other operation here. So for example, if I start to extrude, select the face here, the polygon. So if I start to extrude this polygon right here, for example, you can see it's gonna affect also the other side. There you go. So also this one. So you can see anything I do here is gonna affect the other side. Now, when I'm happy with the results, and by the way, if you want to merge more points, you just need to increase this more. Again, don't increase it too much, otherwise could cause problems. Okay, now when you're ready and you're happy, you can also apply this modifier. You need to be in object mode. So let's switch from edit to object mode and let's apply. So this is not no more existing, is not we don't have the mirroring function, but I can still work with symmetry. I'm gonna show you how. So if I go back to edit mode and I start to change the position of some points, so again, I'm gonna select this point right here, or these two, for example, and I'm gonna use the move, and I'm gonna move it up. Okay, you can see it's not affecting the other side anymore, because these are not two sides mirror it, but this is one single object. But to still work with symmetry, what we can do is go up here. You can see these three buttons, and these are three axes for the symmetry. This is another symmetry tool. So if I click on Z, which is our mirror axis, I can continue to work in both sides. So you can see here I'm moving those points, and I'm also affecting the other side. So this is working with symmetry after, and the other way was working with symmetry before. Now, what we cannot do here is to, for example, extrude again. So if I select extrude, and I'm gonna select the faces again, I'm gonna extrude these two, you can see that now they are not extruded in the other side. So this type of symmetry only works with move, rotate, scale, not with other tools, apparently, or at the moment it doesn't work. But what we can do, how we can solve this? Well, if we want to model on this side only, so let's continue here to model a little bit. Okay, and I want to, again, create the symmetry. I can do it whenever I want. All I need to do is to go to the select all, and then go to mesh. And this is another tool you have, which is called Symmetrize. So if you go to here and click on Symmetrize, it's going to create a mirror copy. But be careful, because you need to go down here and you need to tell the direction. So right now it's creating a mirror from -x to +x, but we know we're working on the z, so we need to use the z. So we can either do +z to -z, like this, or we can go the other way and do -z to +z. So you create that, you can see that it creates a mirror object, but you just need to choose which side you want to copy on the other side. Now I just went back to the original cone, and again I can use the mirror right away, or I can use Symmetrize right away. So if I go to the edit mode and select all, and then go to mesh and do Symmetrize, there you go. So it's gonna symmetrize based on the position of the origin. That's the most important thing you need to consider. So you can have this one, or you can have this one, depending on which one you want the most. Okay, so right now we're still having a mirror object. Again, I can work with the points, I can activate symmetry, I am in the same situation as before. These are the tools that you can use to symmetrize or mirror your object when you're doing polygonal modeling. Now, what about sculpting? So let's go from edit mode to sculpt mode. Now, first we need more polygons. Now, a quick way to do this is to use Topo or to use remesh, depending on what you want to do. Let's say that I want to use Topo. Okay, so I just need to sculpt, and it's just going to create more polygons in the point where I'm going to sculpt. There you go. So with Topo, I can quickly create any shape. I can basically create a new structure, a new topology. So this can become like a character or an organic shape, which I don't really know what it is. And this is just an example, so I don't really care what was gonna come out. So you can see we're still working in symmetry. And this is because I'm using here the Z. So just like in modeling, also here, I can activate and deactivate the symmetry. And I can also use it on other axes like the X or the epsilon, or I can use both, or I can use the whole tree. There you go. Now you can see that right now this is not symmetrical anymore because I've created many different type of symmetry. So what happens again if I lose the symmetry at some point? So how can I get it back? How I can retrieve it? Well, I can still use the same method as before. So if I go to edit mode and I go to select all and mesh symmetrize, again, is going to create the symmetry. And I need to decide how. So on the Z, on the epsilon, or whatever. There you go. Or another tool that I have, let me just go in here again. And this is now a symmetrical object. So let's go to sculpt mode and change it again. So let's say I want to use the snake hook. And by the way, if you're interested in learning Blender in terms of polygonal modeling and sculpting, you can check the Blender video course. And also I'm gonna turn on Dyn Topo because that's better when I work with the snake hook. Okay, so you can check the 3D character video course you find in the channel, and you also have a Blender basic course if you want. And this is okay, just just playing around, just to show you. I want to show you how you can mirror. So to the other tool you can use is to go here in the tool, and whatever tool you're using, if you're using standard or if you're using whatever brush or chisel, you can always go down all the way down here and look for symmetry. And again, we have mirror, so we're gonna mirror on the Z, and again we can symmetrize, and again we can choose the direction. So in this case it's gonna be Z, so this is the one or this other right here, and there you have your object. So this is just a quick example, doesn't represent anything, and it does have some problems that needs to be fixed, but it's just to show you how you can work with the various symmetry tools in Blender. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel to stay updated, and if you want to support us, you can join the channel as a supporter to see more videos and more courses, and also check the videos and the courses that are already in the channel. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video guide.